Hello. Hello. Thank you for joining me today for this exciting episode where I'm going to learn how the German economy compares to the United States economy. Interesting. Fascinating. The infographics show. I don't really need to tell you to go check them out because they already have. I mean, I guess you could just to get them to 13 million subscribers. Why not? Why not get 13 million subscribers? If you already have 12, might as well get 13. Thank you for joining me today. Let's watch.
Some of our viewers may have grown up with the idea that Europe is filled with nothing more than unorganized countries that are run by corrupt and incompetent.
That's exactly what I thought. Every day just growing up, I used to tell that to my friends on the playground just every day. You know, Europe is just so unorganized and corrupt. Why is that not at all? I never had that thought in my life. I don't even know. Is that true? Like, are a lot of European countries corrupt? I guess so. Most politicians are pretty corrupt, in my opinion. So I guess if we're going by that, then yeah, the whole world's probably pretty corrupt.
That Europe is filled with nothing more than unorganized countries that are run by corrupt and incompetent socialists. While it may be true in some cases, Europe's economic powerhouse Germany is now the fourth strongest economy in the world, only a few places behind top-ranked USA. Today we're going to compare the two.
USA. Sorry.
In this episode of the Infographics Show, US economy versus German economy. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button so that you can be part of our notification squad. In 2016, the United States...
I wouldn't even watch this video. I mean, obviously, the US is like the biggest economy.
It's totally like the biggest economy, dude.
So I wouldn't even watch this video if I didn't already know Germany has a very large and healthy economy. It would just be like insulting if they didn't. Like, oh, no. I just want to see how it compares.
States had a share of around a quarter of the gross world product at $18 trillion, while Germany had a take in 4.4% at $3.4 trillion.
Hey, per square mile, you guys are beating us by a lot. Per square mile. Look at that. We're like 20 times bigger.
To put things into perspective, the US overshadows Germany in terms of size and population, with around 325 million people and a land area of 3.5 million square miles, compared to Germany's population of 82 million and land area of 130.
This just makes me think, you know, that means each person should own like 10,000 square miles or whatever. I can't do the math. Yeah, I think that's right. Where's my 10,000 square miles? There's like almost exactly 10,000 square miles per person. You guys, on the other hand, you don't have, yeah, you guys are pretty well crammed in.
35,000 square miles. The USA has a labor force of 158.6 million, while Germany has 45.3 million.
A little more than half. That's sort of interesting. A little bit, a noticeable amount more percentage of people work in the labor force in Germany. Not huge, but a little bit more.
The cost of living in Germany is around 11% cheaper overall than in the USA, which is comparable to the salary difference. The disposable net adjusted income per capita for the average household in Germany is $31,925 a year, while it's $41,071 for Americans.
See, okay, now that's a little fact. 11% cheaper cost of living. That's like a piece of the puzzle I never got in any of these other videos. That makes sense. So it's actually a lot closer of a gap than even it looks on paper.
Both countries have a considerable gap between rich and poor, with Germany's top 20% of people earning over 4 times that of the bottom 20%.
That's kind of surprising, because over here in America, it's pretty cutthroat, you know, like, as far as there's a lot of billionaires and there's a lot of homeless people. There's a super wide gap. It's crazy. So I'm kind of surprised that over there in Germany, where, I mean, the government, it obviously takes care of its people a little bit more. I think that's a fair statement. Top 20% earn 8 times. Top 20% earn 4 times. Oh, that's a big difference. Okay, so scratch what I said. Yeah, this makes sense. See, the U.S. is much worse in terms of income distribution. Oh well.
Americans' top 20% earn a staggering 8 times what the bottom 20% do. As of January 2017, the minimum wage in Germany nationwide is $9.79, while the minimum wage in the USA ranges depending on each state and whether the job is one that earns tips. Germany.
Yeah, but the federal minimum is $7.25. But to be fair, you'd have to try to find a job that pays you that badly. Like, if you ever come to America and you find a job and they offer you $7.25, they're insulting you. The minimum wage. Nobody pays that. Because it's so ridiculously low. Now, back in the day, it was set so long ago, but back in the day, yeah, like at McDonald's, you would earn minimum wage. But now, even at McDonald's, you'll earn $10 or $11 an hour.
Germany has a
Or at least 9 or 10 or 11.
reputable export market which shipped goods to a value of $1.33 trillion in 2016. 70.5% of that was made up of their top 10 export products: vehicles, machinery including computers, electrical machinery and equipment, pharmaceuticals, medical products, plastics, aircrafts and spacecraft, iron and steel products.
I'm sorry, are we talking about Germany or the United States right now? I think that's USA.
Mineral fuels and organic chemicals. The fastest growing category for the Germans is
No. This was Germany. Hold up. I'm gonna go back forward, but I just want to hear him say Germany.
that earns tips. Germany has a reputable export market.
Wow, you guys are exporting all sorts of stuff. I was assuming it was USA just because we're bigger. So, but you guys are exporting all sorts of computers and stuff. I didn't know you guys made computers.
The fastest growing category for the Germans is vehicle exports, with
I love how dumb I sound sometimes. It's okay. It's all right. That's kind of what the whole channel's about.
aircraft and spacecraft not far behind. In the same year, America exported only slightly more than the Germans, with $1.454 trillion of goods
That's crazy.
shipped,
How was our exports that similar?
equating to only around 7.8% of the economic output. The US top 10 exports in 2016 were machinery, including computers, electrical machinery and equipment, aircraft and spacecraft, vehicles, mineral
You guys probably export a lot more vehicles.
fuels, medical products, plastics, gems and precious metals, pharmaceuticals, and organic chemicals. According to Professor Bernd Venor of Berlin School of Economics, America concentrates on the mass market and quantity, but Germany is king of niche markets. Germany has a strong manufacturing sector which makes up around 1/4 of its economy, while the US sector is only 12%.
Wow, that is very big difference. Yeah, German manufacturing. How many times am I going to say that? In this channel's history, the amount of times I've been like, German manufacturing. Yeah, that's just a thing that I think as an American about Germans. Yeah, German manufacturing. And when you go to like Home Depot and pick up a wrench, you either want it to be made in the USA or Germany. It's like, those are the two, but those are the most expensive ones. But they're the nicest, typically. I'm being, I'm generalizing.
Germany's success relies on two important advantages. The first is that they have a manufacturing commitment with support for training and offers technical apprenticeships and vocational training along with sponsored school programs. They also give company penalties for getting rid of workers. The second is that they have a lower corporate income tax.
Wow, I didn't know that. You get a penalty for getting rid of workers. It's almost like teachers here in America, like tenure. Like you can't just get rid of a teacher, but it's that way for corporations.
Tax rate, which benefits investors and companies who can reinvest and raise capital more easily. While President Trump has criticized Germany for its unwillingness to spend more on defense and endless trade surpluses, back in the Obama days, government policymakers were seeking guidance from Germany to help them in doubling the nation's export growth, which was a promise from the then president. A large part of Germany's export and manufacturing success is due to its large number of small and medium-sized enterprises, or SMEs, which have less than 500 workers and annual sales of under 50 million euro. 99% of companies are SMEs and employ around 2/3 of workers in the country, while in the USA, even though the percentage of SMEs is the same, they only employ around 50% of the population.
Did he say 99%?
Percent of companies have less than 500 workers and annual sales of under 50 million euro. 99%.
99% are small businesses in both the USA and Germany? Okay, I didn't know that. Huh. But that's interesting. You know what that makes me think of? It makes me think of that one crazy TikTok where the dude was just saying, I mean, I'm not even saying it's crazy. I just want to understand. He was saying that the opportunity in Germany is just much lower than somewhere like the United States. It was a German guy. But this is just showing how many small businesses there are. And when I think of opportunities, I think of opening a business. That kind of goes hand in hand. So it just confuses me. Like, what does it mean? Because clearly there's plenty of you guys opening small businesses. So where does that come from? What is that?
Even though the percentage of SMEs is the same, they only employ around 50% of the population. German workers have access to affordable and quality healthcare, while many US SME workers probably don't, and if they do, it will be of low quality. The decisions and policies of a government highly affects the economy and quality of life for its people. Germany shows higher government effectiveness than the USA with its integrity in policy-making processes and government institutions, with accountability for its politicians and less corruption. The young adult population of Germany has one of the lowest unemployment rates in the world and enjoy good morale in their workplaces with a high quality of life, so the fact that the German economy has been on a fast growth rate compared to the US is believable. You could, however, wonder what manipulation has been done to US GDP and employment statistics due to the poor corruption rating given by the World Bank, the World Economic Forum, and Transparency International. It would be safe to say that the US has a lot to learn from the Germans in terms of their government and economic policies, and in fact, Americans could be much richer if the US government did not overspend on healthcare and pharmaceutical drugs, spend $3 to $4 trillion on the Afghanistan and Iraq war.
Those kind of numbers just blow my mind. I don't understand. Where's the money come from? All of a sudden, all the time, it's like, oh, we shouldn't spend this much. You know, we shouldn't spend $1 billion. Oh, should we? You know, Congress is fighting about this $50 billion, $100 billion bill. But then it's like somehow you found the money for a $4 billion war just out of nowhere. Or $4 trillion. Trillion. Yeah, I just don't understand. And the amount of money spent on pharmaceuticals, that's probably the number one thing that just needs to be fixed. It's just like wasted money. It's just price gouging, monopolistic type stuff.
Give fossil fuel companies annual tax breaks of billions of dollars, and ruin electrical engine designs in the past, which would have done away with the Middle Eastern oil dependence. So what does the future hold for these two powerful economies? While America dominates the global economy, it might not for much longer. With only a 1.6% growth rate in 2016, it was far behind China's 6.7% growth.
But let's be honest, if anybody's fudging the numbers, I'm just saying. Also, I know COVID hit them hard. I think if I say that word, I'm going to get like banned on YouTube. I don't know. They don't like when you say it. But my point is, yeah, this video is 5 years old. I think they're probably slowing down a good bit. In fact, I'm going to look up the graph. Hold on. They are not slowing down. Let's just continue.
Who sit in second place behind the US in the top economy ratings.
But look at Germany out there. Dang. I didn't know your guys' GDP was growing faster than ours. Now I need to look that up, see how that's doing. Because this video is 5 years old. I want to see the current stuff. It's a very nice looking graph, you know. It's very just like, that's a stock I would invest in right there. Like there's, like you got Japan up here. You know, this is kind of scary looking. It's like, Germany's just cruising along. All right.
Germany's quality of life has never been this high, and the economy has almost...
What? This dude is so tiny. Benjamin Button. He looks like a grown man, but he's only 3 feet tall.
Fully recovered since the last crisis. But, although strong by European standards, their economy could see some challenges in the next few years due to the refugee crisis and the implementation of Brexit. So, which country do you think has more potential growth in the future? Could Germany improve its ranking over the next few years? Let us know in the comments. Also, be sure to check out our other...
Well, now I just need... The final thing I need to look up is the current rankings. Looks like Germany is still holding strong at number 4. But it was growing faster than Japan, according to that growth. So you guys might hit number 3 here. Why am I even, like, I'm some kind of economist. I'm a world economist now. Yeah, like, I project Germany to be number 3 by the year 2027. Mark that down. That's going to be true. All right. Thank you for watching. Is the video over? I forget. Yes. Go check out the Infographics Show if you're not already one of their 13 billion subscribers. And thank you for watching. I hope to see you again tomorrow. What happened? Yeah, I'll be here. Subscribe if you want to. Thank you.